Hi, friends. Esther Bernardi with Rank Cafe back with another big idea. Today, I want to start a little series within the series on signals and citations for the AI era. In this session, we'll look at the definition so that we can clearly define and understand the difference between a signal and a citation and how one drives the other. And then we'll come back and we'll revisit some of the most important signals that could be affecting your visibility in AI search. But let's start by looking at signals and citations. Let me go ahead and share my screen. Here on my screen, you'll see that I have done a little search for a studio apartment in Nashville near Vanderbilt. I'm getting a list of recommendations from Gemini, the system I used today, properties that they feel like might be a good match for my search. If I clicked into those, I would get their Google Business Profile. Over on the right, you see 20 different websites used as citations. They're citing these sites as sources of information where you could find more information about the recommendations they're making. All right, let's jump into a definition. You've seen the citations. Let's talk about what is a signal and what is a citation? Citations are a direct reference to a specific source of information, like a branded website or a listing site. And we saw both of those in that example. We saw rentcafe.com, that's a listing site. We saw individual property websites. We saw a management company website, individual branded websites. Signals are the things that tell Gemini which ones they should recommend to me to begin with. Signals are a broader pattern used to determine the relevance or quality of an answer, even if they're not cited in the answer. Often the signals are not cited. I want you to think of things like reviews and social posts that give more information, but they might not be cited. Think of it this way. A citation tells you who said it, while a signal helps the system decide if it's worth telling you. That's one way to look at it. Let's look at it another way. Logic and receipt. Signals are the logic. They're a broader indicator of relevance or authority. They tell the system why a particular business should be trusted and how it relates to the question being asked. The citations are the receipts. They tell the reader exactly where a fact came from and they provide a path to verify it. I could click into any of those citations. All right. I love this example, vibe check and fact check. It's such a human example. I want you to imagine that you're at a party and everybody's talking about a new Italian restaurant that they just love. And you say, oh, I love eggplant parmesan. Do they have eggplant parmesan? And people are saying, oh, they have the best eggplant parmesan. You should really try it. That's the signal. The signal is the general consensus that a lot of people you know and trust are recommending this place. The citation is when the host of the party pulls the menu off of the refrigerator and hands it to you so you can verify it for yourself. Here's the menu. I can see eggplant parmesan on there. Or maybe they text you a link to the website so that you can verify it all for yourself. That's a human example of signals versus citations. I hope this helped you understand the difference. I hope maybe it helped you explain it to a key stakeholder within your organization when you're talking about signals and citations. We'll come back and talk about some of the signals that could be keeping you out of the citations. I hope you'll join me again next time. Have a great day. Bye for now.